Hi guys, and welcome to Salim's Kitchen. In today's video I will show you how to make soft and tasty rotis like these. Once tasted, never wasted. So let us start by making the roti dough. In a mixing bowl, add in 3 cups like this, or 375 grams of all-purpose wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of salted butter. Now we are going to use boiling hot water to form a soft dough. So we're going to add in little at a time. Now use a spoon to bring it together because it's very hot. If you use your fingers, you'll get burnt. So just mix it like this here. And then a little bit more water, little at a time. Now, the amount of water I used here was 400 milliliters of water. Now, let's bring this dough together. Just simply lift it up and first it down. Try and do this very quickly because it's still hot. Lift and first it down. So once you bring your dough together like this, guys, in the same bowl, knead it well for at least 2 minutes. Now that I have kneaded it well, the dough is now formed, but it's a bit sticky. So to sort this out, just add in a little dry flour and this will solve the problem out. And there you have it, guys. Our dough is now ready. We made the perfect dough. The dough is not sticky anymore and it's of the perfect consistency. It's nice and soft. So now let's move on to the next step. Now place your dough onto your work board. Now cut your dough in half or divide your dough into 2 equal pieces. Now roll out each piece into a long cylinder. This is very similar to when we are making samosa pastry. Remember, this dough is very soft, so it's very easy to work with. Now that we have rolled out our 2 cylinders, let's cut them into pieces. So use your discretion and cut out 6 pieces. you can use the first one as a guide to get your next 6 pieces. Now let's turn each piece into a disc. And this is very simple. Just bring it back to a cylinder shape like this, a round shape like this here. Then lift it up with a slight twist and press it down like that. And there you have it. Our first disc is ready. And there you have it, guys. All our discs are now formed. So now let's roll out these discs into our rotis. Now, before we start rolling, add a little dry flour onto your work table like this. And set your discs on top of the dry flour. And keep it covered so that it will not dry out. And we'll work with one disc at a time. Now for rolling, first apply some dry flour onto your work board so your disc will not stick, or your roti will not stick to your work board. Now add or put a little dry flour over your roti like this. Remember, we do not want to affect the texture of the dough too much. So try not to use too much of dry flour. Now use your fingers and just open it out like this on both sides. The trick to roll out your roti without using a lot of dry flour is to always apply dry flour onto your rolling pin like this, so it will not stick to the roti. Now we can start rolling, and when you roll, the disc or the dough is very soft, so do not press. Try to use the weight of the rolling pin to roll out your roti. Now if it starts to stick like that, then again move your roti aside and add more dry flour to your rolling pin and bring your roti back, and now roll, and you see now how it's not sticking. This way you will not add too much of dry flour to your roti when rolling out. You continue adding dry flour. Remember, if you add too much of dry flour, it will affect the texture of the dough. And there you have it, guys. Our first roti is rolled out. All my rotis have been rolled out, and you can see how beautiful they look. This recipe will give you 12 rotis. So now let me show you how to toast these beautiful rotis. Now heat a flat pan on medium heat. Once your pan is nice and hot, let's add in our first roti. Now let's allow it to toast once we see bubbles starting to appear on top. Once it comes loose, you can move it around in the pan like this. Now you can see bubbles starting to appear. So turn it over. Now once you turn it over, add melted salted butter on top. This adds beautiful flavor to your roti. Now, once you have applied the butter, turn it over. Now you'll apply butter on this side as well. You can see how beautiful it's starting to puff up. Now let's turn it one more time. And there you have it, guys. Our first roti is ready. And you can see how beautiful it looks. Now let's set it on a plate. Now let's toast our next roti. Once you see bubbles starting to appear and you'll see it's starting to rise a bit, then you turn it over. Once you turn it over, you will add in melted butter. Now once you have added in the melted butter, turn it over and apply butter on the side here. Now let's turn it over one more time. And just leave it for like 5 to 6 seconds or so. And there you have it, guys. Our second roti is ready. So guys, there you have it. All our rotis are now ready. And you can see I have a beautiful stack of rotis. Now this recipe will give you 12 rotis. So it is absolutely soft. So guys, please be sure to give this recipe a try. You can now make your own rotis and enjoy it with your favorite curries. And if you have enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Until my next video, stay blessed and peace out.